It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see Toronto against Utah.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the New York Knicks.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Antetokounmpo out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Rose, and there's Jackson, and it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. Steve, compared to when you played, talk about elements of the game that are now easier for the players than, like I said, when you play.
I think you start on the floor, the game is less physical. There's no more handshaking. There's no more chucking. There's no more hard fouls when they're throwing you up against the stanchion. And then I think off the court, the travel. I started when we flew commercial, Kevin. Now every team is flying private. I think the travel is definitely easier for players.
Not only flew commercial, Smitty, but we used to fly in the first flight out every morning, like 6 a.m.
Yes.
flights after a game, after a night game.
I remember those days. The positive was you didn't practice a lot when you got to those cities.
And Toronto has possession. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Harris finds Butler. And a miss there on the triple. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Down low. And there's Jackson on the assist by Rose.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Harris outside. Clock at 6. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Gay. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside. And you watch Rudy Gay. When he's in rhythm, he can still help you out. Good athlete, good jump shooter, not an easy matchup for opponents. You look at that lead pass there, he just has such a great feel for the game.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. No good from Gay.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Shamet guarded by Jackson. Back to Butler. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's Butler missing.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Jackson misses.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Butler on the wing. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Matthews. Out to Harris. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Not a high percentage long-range shooter, but Tobias Harris knocked that one down.
Antetokounmpo against Butler. Gay right side. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Gay. The Jazz with another miss. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Knocked away. Back to Butler, beyond the arc, and again Toronto with the triple.
No wasted time on that catch and shoot. Pretty much nothing you can do if he gets it off that quick.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Toronto ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your...
Things are different for everybody, to tell you the truth.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
They've got Harris. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Matthews out there with Turner. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Michigan High School basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. When you start talking about the Derek Colemans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose, so many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges entering into this league right now. Michigan High School basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
Antetokounmpo against Butler. With the shot. And that's collected by Gay. Jazz trail by 7. Three-pointer on the way. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Matthews against Rose. And the pass to Harris. Over Gay. Harris's shot is off. The Jazz have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Antetokounmpo passes to Jackson. He gets that one.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Here's Harris, and that one goes long. The Jazz have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. He was all alone on that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The Utah Jazz, their offense, they can go at you from several angles. They have a lot of shot creators and a lot of guys that can put it on the floor. Solid shooting, and they don't get sped up on the offensive end.
Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Smitty, with the Jazz offense, they are looking for that corner 3.
Yes, indeed. They took advantage of that last season. They took the most corner 3s in the league, and they had the 3rd highest percentage from there.
Rose can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Matthews goes in. Doesn't go that time. Gay with the defensive effort.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
That puts them in the lead. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Turner. Kicks to Butler. Back to Turner. Outside Matthews. Over Rose. And again, no good by Toronto. And it's the Jazz's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Capella. Over Harris. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They went into attack mode in the second quarter and came from behind to jump in front here at the half, even though it... And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Utah. They lead by 1. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Antetokounmpo. Rudy Gay is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Rose, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Shamet, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
Here's Antetokounmpo, dishes it to Gay, and the shot is good.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Right side Jackson, Butler with the steal. The shot's good. Butler's got 8.
You see the intensity in Butler's eyes. When you give him room to run, look out.
Butler's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Jackson, lets the 3 fly, and there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Jackson. And that's 10 points for Rudy Gay.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Back to Turner. Harris outside. Butler in the corner. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Shamet, guarded by Jackson. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rose scanning the floor. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to the Bay Area to take on the Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Shamet, guarded by Jackson. Shamet. The teardrop falls in. He's got 8.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Jazz leading by 4. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo against Matthews. Antetokounmpo kicks to Capella. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good by Gay.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
The kick out to Matthews. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Butler deciding where to go with it. Floats one, and he lays it up and in. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
Jimmy Butler is so aggressive when he's sprinting down the floor. Few defenders have the ability to slow him down.
Jackson with it. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Shoots from 14. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
And we've reached the end of the third. Utah out in front. They're up by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Tobias Harris is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Turner. Then it's Matthews. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Harris. Again, Toronto.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Rose against Matthews. Outside Rose. Over Harris. Capella trying to free himself up. And Utah again with the bucket.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
Butler finds Matthews. Got a piece of it. Back to Butler. Matthews trying to free himself up. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jimmy Butler. Now here's Rose. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Capella. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one misses.
And really they've rebounded well all game long.
Antetokounmpo against Butler. To the inside, Harris. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Harris has got 4 this quarter. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Utah. It's a 1-point game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Butler passes to Matthews. To take the lead.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
Jackson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Butler. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Jackson. And that's now 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. In Toronto, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And again, no good by Toronto. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the dunk by Capella.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
Shamet, guarded by Jackson. Passes it to Turner. Butler against Antetokounmpo. The three. And again, no good by Toronto. And it's Utah's ball. 3-point lead. It's good. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Toronto's head coach had some words for his team during the break. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
.26 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot. Nice job at the line to expand the lead.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Utah here with the ball. And so it's Utah with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Predict.
Slept through the flight, not for the night. 767 minutes, got the